Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. Today is October the 11th. I'm going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I'm brought to you by Hope Through Navigation, and this is our Hood Recovery Services. You can reach me at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into the spiritual principle a day in a meditation. You can go to na.org and you can subscribe to this meditation and get it directly in your email. And then you can pull up your email and read it along with me, or you can order the book, or you can just read it right here. I'll always put a photo up for you to be able to follow. All right, the title of this, Thoughtfulness is a Gift. Don't I know it? When we share in a meeting and the room is quiet, attentive, and present to us, that's a priceless gift. Guiding Principles, Tradition 1 for Groups. Thoughtfulness is baked into the culture of NA meetings. We take turns sharing and we share the time. The rest of us participate by listening, though that doesn't necessarily mean we do so in silence. Many of us find healing in the laughter we share. That phrase, participate by listening, is sometimes used as a polite way to decline when called upon to share. But it's more than that. It's a real and valid option. Listening is an act of love. When we're new, our chameleon-like instincts set us up for thoughtful and empathetic listening. Even as we focus on blending in, we find ourselves responding instinctively with laughter, nodding, knowing nods, tearful eyes, or words of affirmation and encouragement. We bring the body and the mind follows. We might start by faking empathy, only to realize we're acting our way into better thinking. We find ourselves establishing new values. When we thoughtfully listen and engage, we show ourselves and each other that our stories matter. Practicing thoughtfulness can really be as simple as kind thoughts, kind words, kind deeds, as one member put it. My outlook changes when I'm looking for that magic moment when some small act will make a difference for someone else. When I lift someone else up, we both feel better. Our thoughtfulness is a gift we give and receive. It contributes to our sense of belonging and helps us to experience unity. I will look to be more thoughtful today. I will offer my undivided attention, a kind word, or a compliment in the hope of making someone else's day a little better. What a meditation. And there's so much in there to unpack, but the point that we really want to pull out is that sometimes we end up at a meeting and we don't have anything. We have plenty of thoughts, but we don't have anything that's pressing. We don't have anything that we need to share or want to share. And that alone allows us to be listening to other people. And we give them our undivided attention when they're speaking. Sometimes we soften, our eyes so that they understand that we're not judging them. Sometimes we nod our head. We even might smile or laugh a little bit when there's a appropriate time to do so. And we're listening to people just in agreement sometimes say, man, and they are saying, in other words, I can relate to that. That type of stuff is not cross-sharing. It is cross-sharing if you start trying to engage the person, right, in a conversation. But basically, just to affirm that you're listening can relate to that. There's nothing wrong with comments like that, as long as we're not being disruptive, right? And it's this I am participating by listening that is devalued sometimes. When people it comes to your turn and would you like to share anything? No, I'm just listening. Well, they sometimes take that as I'm here, but I'm not here. But in actuality, you're here probably, I would say, in a way that others don't really think about. Just listening, just being present. You had a beautiful day, wonderful day. There's nothing that is rocking your recovery right now. And there's only so much time in the meeting anyway to share. It's okay to participate by listening. It's a spiritual value. It's a quality. It's a gift called thoughtfulness. And a lot of people, they share in every meeting. The thought of them being quiet in a meeting is impossible. They're going to make sure that they set the tone. And usually they're setting the tone with a lot of dogmatic, judgmental, and not always, but you know the ones that always have to make sure they're in the first share, right? I have a tendency to um, need to get my courage up to speak in a meeting. And a lot of times, by the time I get my courage up, I'm all the way at the end, the last couple. And it's never intentional. It's never intentional. So for me, what I need to work on is getting that prayer and meditation in before the meeting, if possible, where I'm able to say if there's something that I want to share, I'm able to speak up sooner because it's very awkward to always be in the last two, three or two people that share because now there's that time pressure, right? And so I just want to encourage you. I have areas that I need to work on. I know that you probably do too. I don't like, excuse me, I had a cough there, tickle in my throat. I do not lack in the ability to listen and be thoughtful. I lack more on the end of being able to speak up and speak up in a timely fashion. Get the courage to speak up, right? So, whatever it is that you're working on today, I want you to practice thoughtfulness. And it could just be kind thoughts or kind words or deeds, as a one member put it. You might just, step up to the person after the meeting and say, I really appreciate your share. That was so I could relate to that so much. And I just want to thank you for having the courage to share that. Sometimes it's just a little tiny compliment like that that will go a long way. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to have a beautiful day on purpose. I hope that you will too. Talk to you tomorrow.